Sanae Takaichi is set to become Japan's new and first female prime minister. She won this Saturday's leadership race in the ruling party to replace outgoing Shigeru Ishiba. Takaichi is a hardline conservative security hawk, and as prime minister, she will take helm of the world's fourth largest economy at a time of unusual political instability. For more, let's speak to Tokyo-based journalist James Sims. Hello to you, James. How did Takaichi win today's party leadership race?
Right. This was actually her third time in running for the presidency of the LDP, which usually carries the premiership. So after her second loss, she actually worked to build up her support, especially among the local LDP chapters. And that was actually the critical difference in her winning and losing. So the overall vote tally was very close between Takaichi and Farm Minister Shinjiro Koizumi. She had 149 to his 145. But in the final tally, she got much more of the local regional votes from the party members.
Yeah, and after winning, she held it as a new era. Any idea what Japan is in store for?
Well, I think one obvious thing is that she's the first female leader of the ruling Liberal Democratic Party, and most likely she will be the first female prime minister of Japan. And so Japan has been very far behind just in terms of sort of gender equality and also women in the workforce in leadership positions in both politics and business. And so in terms of the new era, her main focus is on trying to rebuild support for the party. The Japanese are very upset with the very high inflation as well as stagnant wages. And so that is one of the main reasons that the party has lost the last two elections, and that eventually forced this new leadership election.
The Japanese public is ready for a female leader?
I think so, and she's fairly conservative, and so the party supporters are fairly conservative, and they voted for her. And so one of the reasons that the party has lost the last two major national elections is that they've lost votes to other conservative parties. And so if you look at the support among those conservative parties, their support for her was much stronger. So, I mean, that potentially will help the ruling party in terms of gaining voters who have left. But she only has about 2 years because the term for the lower house is only for another 3 years. But usually after you're only down to about 1 year, they start talking about the election. So she has about maybe 2 years to try to turn things around, to try to tamp inflation as well as to get wages up to overcome the fairly high inflation.
Yeah, and I think you just alluded to it, James, but what are the biggest challenges facing her moving forward?
So obviously, it's just the economy. As in many countries in the industrialized West, the economy is one of the major factors. There is a bit on immigration and also foreign visitors, but I think that's been sort of a distraction. One of the very far-right sort of nationalist parties has used the bogeyman of foreigners as a way to try to attract party voters. But I think that the main focus she will have to focus on is on the economy to get inflation down and to get wages up. Obviously, she's also facing a very difficult Northeast Asian security situation, and she will also have to deal with a mercurial president in the United States in terms of trade policy and also investment policy. So hopefully, in terms of the cabinet that she will put together, she will bring in some people who are well-versed in those issues on national security and foreign policy to try to make up for, I think she's lacking those sort of strong points. She's been more focused on domestic policy. She was the head of the party policy group, and she was also the Minister of Internal Affairs. So hopefully she will bring in people that will be able to deal with some of these more vexing foreign policy issues.
James, thank you very much. James Sims reporting from Tokyo.